Hey, good morning, everybody. Yep, actually, it is morning. It's a little earlier than I normally do Timeout Tuesday. So, good morning, everybody. It's episode 198 of Timeout Tuesday. I'm almost at 200 weeks that I've been doing these weekly videos. That's a lot of videos. But today, I wanted to talk a little bit about, I guess, the fundamental or the most simple benefit of martial arts. I can talk all day long about the peripheral benefits of martial arts, the development of confidence and improved focus, the physical flexibility, core strength, balance, but the core of martial arts is self-defense. And at the end of the day, everything that you're benefiting from is under the umbrella, at least in our school, of teaching martial arts. And it's definitely my belief that what we're teaching versus how we're teaching it is really the difference between whether you're going to get all these other ancillary benefits of confidence, focus, and all the other things that come along with it. Being truthful, honest, all these things that are important tenets of the martial arts, things that we teach our students to internalize through the memorization and understanding of not only the physical part of karate, but through the memorization of things called the dojo kuns, which are kind of rules to live by as a martial artist and as just a human, and then our guiding principles, which really is a roadmap for learning martial arts. All of these things definitely aim everybody towards that core ability of being able to protect yourself. And in my opinion, and of course I'm totally biased in this, everybody should learn how to be able to protect themselves. We never know when we're going to need to use that skill. We hope that we will never need to use that skill, but knowing that you're able to protect yourself and that you know how to react in a situation is a life lesson. It's something that can carry you through life. And in many cases, and I speak about this a lot in class, self-defense takes many forms. An example of a conversation that we had in class the other day had to do with fire safety. It started with one of our students winning an award that was related to a local fire station, and it was about how to train people to escape from fires. It was actually a brilliant thing that this young man did, but it got us talking a little bit about fire safety, and I started asking questions about whether or not people thought that this was self-defense or not. And most of the students initially said, no, it's not self-defense, because it doesn't have to do with a person trying to hurt you. But escaping from a fire, not getting burned or worse, that sounds an awful lot like self-defense to me. So we definitely teach a lot of different areas of self-defense, but obviously our primary is the physical self-defense, learning how to avoid conflict and protect yourself in the event that you have to. And if you don't think that your kids need to know it, or if you think that your kids will just figure it out if they have to, I'm kind of opposed to that way of thinking. I don't think people are going to magically be able to protect themselves. Certainly some people have better intuition in this regard than others, but think about anything else that's valuable in life. You need to be trained and practiced it through repetition in order to really learn how to react in a real situation. It's true with almost anything, and I believe it's definitely true when it comes to defending yourself. If you're not sure how your child would react in a self-defense situation, why don't you give them a low pressure test? Why don't you ask them how they would react if somebody approached them in a certain way? What would they do if somebody tried to get a little bit too close to them? someone that was their own age, someone that was their own age but a little bit bigger, someone that they know is a bully to other people. And then you could certainly ramp that up if you want to older people in more threatening situations, but probably don't even need to. See what their responses are in a low pressure test. A low pressure test meaning it's you asking them what they would do, not someone actually trying to confront them, push them, punch them, strike them, or worse. And if your child is not able to answer some basic questions or give you feedback that indicates that they know how to read the posture of somebody else or their body language or watch where that person is looking to see whether they're about to do something threatening to you. If your child is not able to explain how they would then posture themselves, move themselves into a more defensive posture without being threatening to exacerbate a situation. If your child's not able to respond with language skills that they would use in order to protect themselves. If they're not able to do all of that, and then certainly not able to talk about what they would do with their hands, what they would do with their feet, how they would move, if the situation got hotter, then I think it stands to reason that your child is not going to magically figure out self-defense when they are actually approached with a situation that requires it. And I can speak as a parent, certainly I could speak as a martial arts instructor, dojo owner. I know that my own kids were definitely going to learn how to protect themselves. It gave me peace of mind, and I knew that I was giving them something that would last a lifetime. And they've been in higher pressure situations, luckily none that were life-threatening, but they were in those type of situations and they handled them well because I believe that they had developed over years of practicing really good self-defense and awareness skills. And so give your kids a low pressure test. Try to figure out whether or not they really need to learn self-defense. I'm going to give you a hint. They're going to need to learn self-defense. It's a skill that needs to be taught. The benefits that they're going to get beyond learning how to physically protect themselves are enormous. But in any case, if you need some questions answered about how we train in self-defense, give us a call, 631-499-0600. I'd be happy to chat with you about our teaching methods, philosophies, successes with students of all ages, abilities, things that they struggle with, and maybe we're a good fit for you. Hope you have a fantastic day today. Peace to everybody.